That morning again. Alicia, a 23-year-old student of Nigerian origin, who is pursuing her film studies in Los Angeles, where she has lived for over 4 years. My God, why this bad luck? Even my friends who started after me are becoming famous and making millions of dollars, while I struggle to even pay my rent. Despite the excellent courses I take, I have never been able to land a single role, even as an extra, in a film or a series. And my music career is a disaster. I don't even get 1,000 views on the videos I post on YouTube. My God, what is wrong with my life? What did I do wrong to deserve such bad luck? Alicia wondered once again. After having worked hard in Nigeria for several years to earn enough money to pay for her studies in the United States. But 4 years later the results were very bitter. Brittany, one of Alicia's best friends, with whom she grew up in a working-class neighborhood of Lagos, and with whom she shared the same dreams, succeeded and became a famous actress in the United States. Brittany played important roles in more than 5 major Hollywood films, in addition to her numerous appearances in several other films. This allowed Brittany to amass a considerable fortune of more than $5 million. Alicia was jealous of her friend Brittany because she now had a luxurious lifestyle. She was famous and invited to all the red carpets of the biggest ceremonies. She was followed by more than 8 million followers on Instagram. Brittany lived in a luxurious apartment, costing more than $30,000 a month, located in Beverly Hills, where Alicia would often stay, especially to take photos and videos, which she posted on her social networks. In order to make her several thousand subscribers believe that she lives comfortably in the United States, while it is Brittany who always pays the bills every time she goes to a restaurant or goes shopping. Hello my daughter, how are you today? Hello mom. I'm fine, thank you, and you, dad and the others? Everyone is doing well here, thank you. But Alicia, I'm really worried about you. After more than 4 years in the United States, you still haven't been able to find a real, well-paid job. Apparently, your dreams of becoming a famous singer or actress are fading away, day by day. I think it would be better for you to start looking for a normal job in a big company, because your waitressing position barely allows you to pay your rent. You can't even feed yourself properly. And your father and I are forced to send you our meager savings at the end of each month to help you out a little. Alicia was very angry to listen to her mother once again scold her about her professional life, which wasn't progressing, and especially on his choices to become a music or film celebrity. After hanging up on his mother, Alicia seriously questioned herself and was determined this time to find a radical solution that would allow her to get out of her complicated situation, which foreshadowed an uncertain future. She decided to contact a Nigerian fetishist, who frequently posts his exploits on Facebook. Alicia had been thinking about practicing fetishes to succeed for a while. But after several hesitations, Alicia took action. She bought a plane ticket to Nigeria, where she hadn't set foot in over 4 years. Upon arrival, she didn't inform her parents that she was in Lagos. She booked a hotel room and a bus ticket to the village where this witch doctor, called Daddy Miracle, lived, more than 2,000 kilometers from Lagos. Upon arriving at the village, Daddy Miracle immediately put Alicia in the mood, telling her, "You know, girl, you have a great future. I see that you will be a famous and rich singer. But for that you must make great sacrifices. Because nothing good in this world is obtained without making remarkable sacrifices. My geniuses offer you 2 solutions. Either you choose to never speak to anyone again until the end of your life, or you choose to sacrifice your mother. These are the only 2 choices you have to become famous and rich." "But Daddy Miracle, there's no way I can live without talking to people," Alicia replied, shocked. "So in that case, you choose to sacrifice your mother?" asked Daddy Miracle, smiling. "Yes, Daddy Miracle. I choose to sacrifice my mother," affirmed Alicia. Daddy Miracle burst out laughing, listening to Alicia's choice. Then he immediately got to work, sticking a needle in Alicia's mother's chest. On a photo of her that he made appear in a basin of water. Alicia was quite sad to know that her mother was going to leave this world because of her. But she was so determined to become famous that nothing and no one could stop her. At the same time, Alicia's mother, Adeline, had a heart attack in their house in Lagos and died instantly. Watched helplessly by her husband and her youngest son, Junior, who could do nothing to save her. A short time later, Junior called his sister Alicia to tell her that their mother had died. "Alicia, Mom is dead." "My God. Who killed her? I mean, what did she die of?" "It's not possible." "Our dear Mom," Alicia replied ironically. Alicia attended her mother's funeral, making the whole family believe that she had returned to Nigeria, especially for the death. And yet she had been with the sorcerer for more than 2 weeks. During her mother's funeral, Alicia was behaving strangely, because she hesitated to cry, since she had already heard that when you sacrifice a person, you should not cry, for fear that the fetishes would not work. So Alicia would go into the shower from time to time, to put drops of water in her eyes, to make people believe that she was crying. Her mother was buried in her father's village. And 3 days after the funeral, Alicia returned to the United States. And less than a week later, she received a call from a famous producer, who let her know that he was ready to sign her to a contract, so that she could record an album with his production label. Because he stumbled upon Alicia's song videos on her YouTube channel, and fell in love with her magnificent voice. He couldn't understand how such pure talent could have remained hidden for so many years. Alicia was the happiest person in the world. She couldn't believe that her childhood dream was finally coming true. Of course, she rushed to sign the contract with Superstar Records. Very quickly, Alicia recorded an 11-track album, which was released just 3 months after her mother's death. This album, which she called Born Famous, was a worldwide success from the first week of its release. More than 5 of her songs were at the top of the charts, in the top 100 in the United States. Her YouTube channel now had more than 11 million subscribers. On Instagram, she had over 24 million followers. Alicia performed to sold-out crowds in the world's largest stadiums in countries such as France, Japan, and of course, the United States. Alicia was making headlines on social media every day. She now lived in incredible luxury. Her fortune was now estimated at over $78 million. She owned the most expensive cars in the world, such as Rolls-Royces, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and many others. She lived in a villa purchased for $12 million in Beverly Hills. Alicia gave herself the air of untouchable. And of course, she refused to give concerts in Africa, not even in her own country, Nigeria, under the pretext that the fees weren't high enough. Obviously, in Nigeria, and even throughout Africa, everyone was saying that Alicia sacrificed her mother to become a rich and famous artist. She very often read the comments of her African followers, and she responded internally, "Also sacrifice your mothers to achieve success, if you think it's that easy. You're all good for nothing." Nonsense. Alicia was enjoying her millions and her life of luxury. She no longer spoke to her friends, not even her best friend Britney, the famous actress, who often gave her money when she had nothing. 2 years after the beginning of her incredible success, Alicia was increasingly persecuted by her mother's spirit, who haunted her. She had trouble sleeping at night, because her sleep had become a real nightmare. One day on the red carpet of the Grammy Awards, Alicia saw her mother, who threatened her by saying, "You are really a witch girl. You sacrificed me to become famous, and to have all this attention from the cameras and journalists around you. Didn't you? But know that you will never have peace of mind. Because my spirit does not rest in peace. Since it was my own daughter who precipitated my death." Alicia was shocked and started screaming. "No, Mom, stop, I'm not the one who killed you. Stop persecuting me and following me everywhere." Everyone was shocked when they heard Alicia's words and saw her delirious. People now had concrete proof that Alicia had sacrificed her mother to become famous. But it was the last straw for her producer. He decided to fire Alicia from his label and broke all contracts with her, because it wasn't the first time Alicia had been delusional. She often threatened her mother's invisible spirit, even in the studio during recordings. One year, after being fired from her label, and after losing all her brand partnerships, Alicia had no more money. All her expensive cars and her luxurious villa were seized. Alicia was now living on the street. She threatened and slapped passers-by, believing that she was slapping the spirit of her mother, who persecuted her. After several complaints, Alicia was arrested and deported to Nigeria, where her parents tried to treat her by tying her up. But Alicia escaped to wander the streets of Lagos. She was now eating from garbage cans. She threatened and ran after people all day long. She was mocked by thousands of people who filmed her every day and who posted the videos on social networks to laugh with the whole world at the miserable end of a former superstar who lived in incredible luxury and who has become less than a shadow of herself because she chose to achieve success through satanic practices. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and give us a like to encourage us.